Drop 'em. One hook and I'll rock 'em. One more and I'll stop 'em. Call the fighter, I'll lock 'em. Up 'em. If he reach, then I'll pop 'em. Street sweeper, I'll wash 'em. Homicide, come and chalk 'em. Drop 'em. One hook and I'll rock 'em. One more and I'll stop 'em. Call the fighter, I'll lock 'em. Up 'em.
You are now tuned into the Boxing Bros. I'm Caden. I'm here with my co-host.
What's going on, everybody? The Brothers album out right now is the Commissioner Trill Dollar Bill. You know what it is.
And it's your boy G. I apologize for missing the last 2 weeks, but I'm back now. And you know today's a special day because today is prediction day. And you know your boy gotta show some love to the heavyweight division.
And I know y'all miss me too, because it's the TBE. What up, world? How y'all doing?
All right, the first topic we're going to discuss on Boxing Bros is our reaction to Teofimo Lopez versus Pedro Campa. All right, and I'm going to turn it over to Trill Dollar Bill.
Shout outs to Teofimo Lopez, getting a little rust off. He did what he was supposed to do. He got the stoppage, in the 7th round. I seen it coming. He dropped him the previous round, I believe it was. And, it was good to see him in the ring. He was looking for he wants the big names. That's what he was saying. He wants the big names in that division. But yeah, I would like to see him again, at that weight. But he looked all right, He just basically it was about getting the win. That's what it was about last night, was getting the win, and he did that. Shout out to Xander Zayas too.
Undefeated.
My bad.
All right, we're gonna turn over to Ned to TBE.
Now I thought Teofimo's performance was solid. Like what he did, he came in, he showed he was ready for 140, and he knocked Pedro down. He knocked him out, and it was just I like what I saw what he did against Pedro. But my thing is he ready for 140 when he takes on the top tier opponents at 140? You still got Joshua. Why am I forgetting his name? I said his name a million times. Taylor. Thank you. You got the other up and coming.
You're already thinking about Joshua. Your mind's already on the Joshua.
Man's that showed up for the predictions
I'm torn. My heart's in two places at once, man. It don't make sense. But yeah, fix your face, G. Fix your face. Yeah, I don't know what your face just did, but I ain't like it. But, it's just there's so much going on right now. I've been stressed. I've never been stressed this much over boxing since Joshua versus Ruiz too. But before the fight. But I hope this weekend is something that sets my heart free. But pause or whatever. But but last night, Teofimo looked good against his opponent, man. He looked good against Pedro. And I'm just saying, I want to see what he looks against the rest of the division. Because, everybody moves up and fights. It takes something fights food. When you fight food, you don't play with food. You just consume it. And I just want to see how he looks against Josh Taylor and the other guys up there. I really don't know who's at 140, but there's a couple guys out there going for some bucks. Teo, it's your time. Go for it. Prove yourself. You did a little flop. You had your shine at 135, and then you flopped around. But I want to see what you do at 140.
All right, Spirit G, man. I know you've been busy. Did you have a chance to catch the fight?
Nah, I ain't see the fight, but I just watched the highlights while y'all were talking. So y'all forgive me, family. I know.
Did you watch the fight, G? We don't need you going over.
The world.
Ned's finally in the position where he watched the fight that you did.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm like, oh man, it's bad. The fact that Ned actually watched the fight, and I gotta watch the YouTube clips is kind of crazy. But from what I just watched, man, he looked all right. But my only problem was, man, he took a lot of unnecessary shots, man. And this is the thing about T.O. that I don't like. T.O. to me is like extremely talented, but I feel like he always fights with his level of the his opposition, which I don't like. You know, because I'm like, man, your defense. He's more defensively sound than this. Why are you getting hit with unnecessary hooks and stuff like that? It's just, I don't know, man. Like, but he looks good, but then it makes you think. Like Pedro's like, he's not a big 140 pounder, so like he was like T.O. size. You know what I mean? So yeah, T.O. looked all right, but it doesn't really show how great T.O. will be in the 140 division. You know, because these guys are his size. Some of them are even bigger than him. So I'm just curious to see how T.O. Ranks up amongst the top dogs at 140.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with your assessment. It's amazing you're able to tell all that just from a highlight. I feel like T.O. showed that he has good speed. His counter punching was there. He was defensively sound, not defensively sound, I meant to say, because Teofimo seems like he wants to be a power puncher. It seems like he wants to go for the knockout instead of using his skill to overwhelm an opponent and then get a stoppage or maybe land a knockout punch later. It seemed like he wanted to go in and try to put on an impressive performance, and he did get hit a lot. But again, sometimes that comes with the territory when you're trying to win in impressive fashion. I feel like the same thing happened with Xander Zayas, the fight before that. He went in there trying to knock out his opponent and look good and look impressive. And what ends up happening is you open yourself up more. The more you open up, the more you throw punches, the more you go for it, the more you leave yourself open to be countered. And so that happened with Teofimo Lopez last night. His power did seem to carry over because eventually he got his opponent out of there, dropped him with a well-timed jab, which is funny because before that moment, there was another fighter there talking trash about Teofimo Lopez, saying he wasn't ready for the big boys, one of Oscar's guys. And then as soon as he said that, Teo went in there and outclassed Campa. True, do you know who I'm talking about? Do you know?
Yeah. I see him. He's ranked number 7.
Yeah.
He's ranked number 7. I seen that, and he went in there with the up jab. And to piggyback off of what you were saying about the way he was fighting, you know who I blame? I blame his daddy. I really do. I think his dad he needs to go with somebody. His dad is giving him different type of energy. Like, you go in there, destroy him. Like, no, you know what I'm saying? Like I never want to break up the father-son combo. I really don't, but I think he does his son a disservice. I'm sorry. He be just, I don't know. Like, even with the Cambosa, he did his number. What are you doing? The guy's still there. You're not telling him what you know what I'm saying? Knock him out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just think he does him a disservice. I'm sorry.
Hey, don't forget Vasily Lomachenko. It's a blowout.
yeah, it's a blowout. And then got pissed Lomachenko off. You know? Almost cost your son that. I don't know.
Oh yeah, so
that up jab from
honestly, his father's better than even Danny Garcia's dad is funny, but T.O.'s dad is even funnier. So I don't know. I like him, man. He's good for the sport. You know what I'm saying? Not so much for his son, but great for my entertainment.
I'm telling you, Timothy Bradley even roasted him. Timothy Bradley was like, "What is he wearing? Coming in here looking like one of the old players." But T.O. did all right. I'm not necessarily sure that we learned a lot from that performance. Kind of what Ned said. Campa wasn't necessarily the biggest puncher at 140. There are other guys at 140. He called out Josh Taylor, but Josh Taylor is vacating his belts because he's trying to move up, saying he can't make 140. So I don't know how realistic that fight is. You got Regis Prograis and Zepeda fighting one another. I think that Teofimo Lopez is more talented, more skilled, more gifted than these guys. But if he goes in there trying to knock them out, are taking unnecessary risks the way he did last night, they have the ability to make him pay in ways that Campa couldn't. So can he beat the top guys at 140? I think he's a threat to all of them. But again, they're a threat to him as well. So it remains to be seen. But this was a good comeback fight for someone who was off for 22 months.
Let us know how you feel in the comment section. Please like and subscribe. Check us out on Instagram and Twitter. And please check out our podcast on all major streaming services. The Brothers album out right now, and we're just getting started.